What tackle bag should you have, and what all do you need to put in it for an average day of fishing? Find out in today's video. Okay, now when I say tackle box, I don't really mean as in like an actual tackle box, right? Most of you have seen those little handled, hard plastic shelled boxes that you carry around. I don't do one of those because you can't cover a lot of water with it. I don't like having to carry my gear in my hand. I want to wear my gear. So me, as well as a large portion of the fishing community, has transferred over to backpacks because backpacks are just so much easier to carry all your gear. You can carry more gear in it, and you can move around a lot better. So the two main packs that I've been using, this is the new pack I've been fishing with. It's by Fish Pond. This one is going to be a little more on the pricey end. Any backpack will work. I believe this one is like a Bass Pro Shops brand. There's nothing special about this pack. You've got, you know, a couple zippers, you've got a front pocket, and that's pretty much it, right? You can pack everything you need. It's got your drink holders on the side. Both of them, when you buy a little bit more, nicer pack, right, you're going to get a little bit better hip support right in here, a little bit better for your shoulders as well, and you may get a little bit more. I think this one's got a little bit better waterproofing, and it's got a couple extra features that I really like. It's got a net holder built in on the side, so this one definitely does have some awesome features to it. However, I've been rocking this backpack as well for like 4 or 5 years now, and this thing has been awesome for me. So we're gonna rig this guy up with everything that I would pack for a day's fishing. We are going to basically just build your ideal tackle box setup for an average day of fishing. So let's do that. Okay, so the first thing, I guess the first things that we're gonna put on this is something that you're gonna have to have for every trip. And the first two items are going to be a pair of pliers and a pair of scissors. These are like your little forceps that you can actually lock. See how they lock together? I like the locking ones because on most backpacks, there is typically some type of little strap or something here on the shoulders, and you can go like this, and you can lock it right on the front. That way, the second you hook a fish, if you need pliers, you've got them right there for anything. So it's a very quick access. Now, this one doesn't have like any, I mean, I could do this kind of, but you know, that's gonna fall out. So I put my scissors either in my pocket if I've been using them a lot, or I put them in your little front pouch right here. And that front pouch is, most backpacks have a little front pouch like this. This is where I'm going to hold my car keys, as well as any type of little snack that I'm gonna need on the trip, just like a little granola bar or something, if it's just like a little half-day trip out to some ponds, right? That's gonna be the front pack because that's the stuff that I'm going to grab right off the bat. I'd have my phone in there as well. The reason why I keep some of my electronics up here too is because if I were to be walking in the water or whatever and I were to fall in, right, there's a good chance the bottom half of the backpack is gonna be the first part to get wet, right? Because typically you're gonna try to break your falls with your knees. This area is gonna get wet before this area is. So that's why I put my electronics up top in case something were to happen. The other thing here is gonna be your drink, right? I've just got a little water. I'm gonna put this on one of my side pouches right here, okay? And then I'm also gonna grab an extra spare spool of line, and this I'm just gonna throw either in like the little front easy grab spot, just like that, or I'm gonna throw this in your second pouch, just like that. So as of right now, this is pretty much, no matter where I'm fishing, I'm always gonna have these things that I got here packed already. Now from here is where things kind of change, and that's depending on the boxes of tackle that you're gonna bring. So I use individual boxes like this, and I do mine by species. Now, I have plenty more gear in my room, but I kind of change my box depending on where I'm fishing. So for instance, this is my trout box right here. I've got all the trout gear that I need in this box. I've got some spare tippet spools for extra line. I've got a lot in here. Well, the thing is if I know I'm going for, say, large trout one day, maybe I'm gonna bring a couple more of these guys, right? Maybe I'm fishing a bobber that day. Well, I'm gonna pack a couple extra bobbers. So I'm gonna change up my box depending on where I'm going. But this right here, if I am wanting to fish for trout anywhere, this is kind of my go-to day box. It's got a little bit of everything. Same thing here as my bass fishing box, right? This is a little bit of everything you would need. You've got frogs, so you've got some swim baits, crankbaits, jerk baits, terminal tackle. You've got, chatterbaits, jigs, topwater. You've got everything you need, but I would maybe change it depending on where I'm going. So I organize mine by species. A lot of people organize it by, I guess, by lure, right? Or by category. So you've got maybe one box is terminal tackle, another box is jigs, another box is all your hard lures, your crankbaits, jerkbait, stuff like that. If you're just bass fishing, then I think that's the better way to do it, is get a couple smaller boxes and organize them by type of lure. I kind of go up everywhere, right? So I prefer it by species just because every day I may be chasing a new fish. Same thing with my crappie box. It's just got, got your soft plastics and some of your jig heads right here. So basically, if I were to go somewhere, if I'm going to a lake, right, and say this lake has trout and bass, are the two species that I'm going to be targeting throughout the day. Well, I'm going to put my crappie box away, and these are the two boxes that I'm gonna pack with me for the trip, right? So I'm gonna take these two boxes, slide it in, and then right here, this bag, it's a little Ziploc bag. This is all my soft plastics for bass fishing. So like for instance right here, you've got your Rage swimmers, like right, your big swim baits and stuff. I've got some jig trailers and other stuff in here. This bag, I'm also gonna put in just like that, and zip it up. And now this is everything that I need for a day of fishing right here. Now, obviously, if I'm just trout fishing, right, I'm gonna take those plastics out, and I'm gonna take this big bass box out. And that significantly decreased the size of my pack, right? But I now have that individual trout box with everything I need. So it's very easy for me with this system to be able to switch and kind of go wherever I want. And building the boxes is kind of up to you guys. That's where you can really get creative with this setup. I will tell you guys, it is very nice to have your forceps right here, ready to go whenever. The other thing as well is your higher quality packs will typically have higher quality waist straps right here to help you out with your shoulders. And some of them will even have pockets like the Fish Pond one does. You'll have little pockets here for to hold other gear. One other thing I would recommend is if you're a bass fisherman, you probably don't need this as much if you're just pond hopping, but if you're a trout fisherman, a net is awesome to have. And I can kind of slide this net in. There's kind of a spot right here in the back that I can slide it kind of right behind. If you guys see, it's right behind that little waist strap. It's still in the way of my arm a little bit here, right? But I cast right-handed. So for me, it's not a big deal casting this way. I can still put my hand down, and not have it really in the way, which is nice. So I'm going to show you guys the Fish Pond bag here as well. There's a ton of different backpacks. I will have a bunch of good ones linked below for you guys to just take a look and see different ideas. Some of them have like little glasses cases on there. Some of them are meant more for storage. Some are meant more for comfort. It's kind of up to you to pick and determine which one that you really want for your setup. So I have really bad shoulders, and the reason why I like this pack so much is because I can tighten this up and it puts almost no weight on the shoulder area right here with those straps. I mean, I feel very little at all. So it's really nice up here. Like I said too, it's got little pockets here. This is where I hold like my little nail clippers or my little line clippers right here. You can hold little pliers in there, a couple lures that you think you're going to be using a lot throughout the day, right? Good stuff right in there. The other thing as well is it has little pockets up here. This is where I usually clip my little forceps. And then this one has a built-in net holder on the side that you're able to just slip your net right in that little spot. If you guys notice, I have full mobility, right? The net is not blocking me at all, but it's still very easy to grab, when you need to net a fish. So this is why I like this pack so much. It is a little bit pricey of a pack, but for as much trout fishing, as much fishing as I do, I think your pack is it's a very important part of your trip, and that's why I don't mind spending a little bit more for a nice high quality pack. But get creative with it. There's so many different packs, there's so many different ways to organize and set up your gear. However, I hope this video kind of inspired you and showed you some possibilities for your next trip. So, well, if you guys learned something from today's video, I've got 2 more videos up here that you may learn something from as well. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of today's episode. See you guys next time on Humbug Videos.